Computer security. Part 5. Threats. Part 4. Fifth category of threat is forces of nature. Fire. In this context, usually a structural fire that damages a building housing computing equipment that comprises all or part of an information system. Flood. An overflowing of water onto an area that is normally dry, causing direct damage to all or part of the information system or to the building that houses all or part of the information system. Earthquake. A sudden movement of the Earth's crust caused by the release of stress accumulated along geologic faults or by volcanic activity. Earthquakes can cause direct damage to all or part of the information system. A picture. Lightning. An abrupt, discontinuous natural electric discharge in the atmosphere. Lightning usually directly damages all or part of the information system and/or its power distribution components. Landslide or mudslide. The downward sliding of a mass of earth and rock directly damaging all or part of the information system or, more likely, the building that houses it. Storms. Directly damage all or part of the information system or, more likely, the building that houses it. Tsunami, a very large ocean wave caused by an underwater earthquake or volcanic eruption. These events can directly damage all or part of the information system or, more likely, the building that houses it. Organizations located in coastal areas may experience tsunamis. Electrostatic discharge, ESD. Usually, static electricity and ESD are little more than a nuisance. The cost of ESD-damaged electronic devices and interruptions to service can range from only a few cents to several millions. Dust contamination. Dust contamination can shorten the life of information systems or cause unplanned downtime. This threat can disrupt normal operations. The sixth category of threat is human error or failure. Employee mistakes can easily lead to the following: revelation of classified data, entry of erroneous data, accidental deletion or modification of data, storage of data in unprotected areas, and failure to protect information. One person's carelessness can create a vulnerability and thus an opportunity for an attacker. Much human error or failure can be prevented with training and ongoing awareness activities, but also with controls, ranging from simple procedures, such as requiring the user to type a critical command twice, to more complex procedures, such as the verification of commands by a second party. The seventh category of threat is information extortion. Information extortion occurs when an attacker or trusted insider steals information from a computer system and demands compensation for its return or for an agreement not to disclose it. Extortion is common in credit card number theft. The eighth category of threat is missing, inadequate, or incomplete organizational policy or planning. Missing, inadequate, or incomplete organizational policy or planning makes an organization vulnerable to loss, damage, or disclosure of information assets when other threats lead to attacks. Information security is, at its core, a management function. The organization's executive leadership is responsible for strategic planning for security as well as for IT and business functions, a task known as governance. The ninth category of threat is missing, inadequate, or incomplete controls. Missing, inadequate, or incomplete controls, that is, security safeguards and information asset protection controls that are missing, misconfigured, antiquated, or poorly designed or managed, make an organization more likely to suffer losses when other threats lead to attacks. The 10th category of threat is sabotage or vandalism. This category of threat involves the deliberate sabotage of a computer system or business, or acts of vandalism to either destroy an asset or damage the image of an organization. Vandalism to a website can erode consumer confidence, thus diminishing an organization's sales and net worth, as well as its reputation. Website defacement is an attack on a website that changes the visual appearance of a website or a web page. Compared to website defacement, vandalism within a network is more malicious in intent and less public. Today, security experts are noticing a rise in another form of online vandalism, hacktivist or cyberactivist operations, which interfere with or disrupt systems to protest the operations, policies, or actions of an organization or government agency. A much more sinister form of hacking is cyberterrorism. Cyber terrorists hack systems to conduct terrorist activities via network or internet pathways. The United States and other governments are developing security measures intended to protect the critical computing and communications networks as well as the physical and power utility infrastructures. The 11th category of threat is theft. The threat of theft, the illegal taking of another's property, which can be physical, electronic, or intellectual, is a constant. The value of information is diminished when it is copied without the owner's knowledge. The 12th category of threat is technical hardware failures or errors occur when a manufacturer distributes equipment containing a known or unknown flaw. These defects can cause the system to perform outside of expected parameters, resulting in unreliable service. In 1998, when Intel released its Xeon chip, it also had hardware errors. Intel said, "All new chips have bugs, and the process of debugging and improving performance inevitably continues even after a product is in the market." The 13th category of threat is technical software failures or errors. Large quantities of computer code are written, debugged, published, and sold before all their bugs are detected and resolved. Sometimes, combinations of certain software and hardware reveal new bugs. These failures range from bugs to untested failure conditions. Diagram. Sometimes these bugs are not errors, but rather purposeful shortcuts left by programmers for benign or malign reasons. Collectively, shortcut access routes into programs that bypass security checks are called trapdoors and can cause serious security breaches. A trapdoor is kind of a secret entry point into a program that allows anyone gain access to any system without going through the usual security access procedures. Therefore it is also known as backdoor. Icon. The 14th category of threat is technological obsolescence. SSS. Antiquated or outdated infrastructure can lead to unreliable and untrustworthy systems. Management must recognize that when technology becomes outdated, there is a risk of loss of data integrity from attacks. A picture containing text, sign. Thank you.